Should you do real estate or should you do stocks? Look, to me, again, this is a no-brainer. You definitely should be doing real estate. In this video, I'm going to talk about the differences and why I think real estate is so much superior to stock investing. When I first started, when I was in my 20s, I got my first job, got my first 401k. In that case, it was a 403b, whatever, same type of thing. I was like, oh wow, I'm going to invest in stocks. Everybody told me if I just invest properly, by the time I'm whatever age, I'll have all this money and all this kind of stuff that they tell you. But guess what? It didn't work out that way. That's what the common people are told because they want everybody to invest in a 401k. They want to do an IRA. In that scenario, who's making the money? The stockbrokers, Wall Street, the companies that do all these type of things. That's who's making the money, not you. The idea is that whatever your extra savings is, right? Whether you have $100, $1,000, $10 million, whatever, any amount of money, where are you going to put that money? That's the fundamental question. So a lot of people say, well, I'm just going to put it in a bank account or a CD. Now, while that feels very safe and secure because you can see the money there and it's supposedly FDIC insured and all those type of things, you're actually losing money by keeping money in a bank account because at this time you're getting probably 1% on the high end, probably less than 1% interest rate, and you're not even keeping up with inflation. In fact, what we're seeing right now is a semi-hyperinflation market where the value of goods is going way up, and if your money's just sitting in a bank account, your money that you had that was $1,000 even 6 months ago isn't even worth $1,000 right now. It might be worth $800, $900. So you're actually losing money. So the bank is the worst place to keep your money. You want to put it in some other form. You want to put it in some other investment that's going to actually make you money. Now let's compare real estate versus stocks. In a typical stock portfolio, you put your money in there and you're looking for maybe a 7 or 8% return. Now the return's not guaranteed. You have no idea what it's really going to do, but historically, you can make a 7 to 8% return over a long period of time. But guess what? If you buy when the market is high and all of a sudden over the next year or two it really goes down, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to have a lot of ground to make up even before you break even. So stocks are risky, they're volatile, and you have no idea where you're really investing your money. You have no control of it. You're just giving it to a third party and hoping that they do the best thing in your best interest with your money. Guess what? That's not what they're doing. They're doing what's in their best interest with your money. So stocks make no sense for all of those reasons. Now let's compare that to real estate. You take the same $100,000 or $50,000 or whatever number it is, and you put it into real estate. First of all, you have control. It's your project, it's your property. You know exactly what's going on. You know where the money is and what's happening. Second, real estate tends to be stable. Let's say you invested in a rental property. You pretty much have those same rents over a long period of time. In fact, the rents might go up a little bit and you're going to be making more and more money. Now, the third thing is when you understand how many ways there are to make money in a simple real estate project, you'll see, wow, it's a no-brainer compared to stocks and certainly a no-brainer compared to putting it in a bank account. So when you buy a piece of real estate property, there's 4 major advantages you're going to get. First of all, you're going to get cash flow. You take that $100,000, you put it into a rental property, for example. Every month that property is going to be paying you. Every single month that property is going to be generating some sort of cash flow that you can either reinvest, you can spend, whatever. Similar to a dividend in stocks, but much, much better because dividend stocks don't pay even close to what you can get in cash flow in real estate. But that's just one of the advantages of real estate. The second advantage is debt pay down. So that every year that you have that property and someone else is paying you rent, you're going to pay your debt off and eventually you're going to have that property free and clear. So if you bought $1 million property today and it didn't even change in price, you're going to own $1 million asset free and clear in 20 or 30 years whenever your mortgage is finished, depending on what type of financing you have. So that's advantage number 2. Advantage number 3 is appreciation. So that $1 million property 20 years from now might be worth $2 million. It might be worth $1.5 million. It might be worth $3 million. It's definitely going to go up over a 20-year or 30-year period, and you're going to even make more money that way. So far we've talked about cash flow. Every month it's going to pay you. The property is going to go up in value over time, and the debt's going to go down over time. So you've got 3 major ways you're making money. But what I said earlier is there's 4 ways. The fourth way is tax advantages. You're going to get significant tax advantages in terms of depreciation of that property over time. So all of that income you're making, all of that cash flow can usually be offset. You pay no taxes because you can depreciate the property. So again, I'm not a tax advisor, I'm not a lawyer, so look into that in more detail, but this is yet another advantage you're going to get with owning real estate. That's why pretty pretty much anybody who's got any sort of wealth is invested in real estate. Whether they made money in real estate or they made money in some other career, they've gone and invested in real estate because it's got 4 major advantages that you're going to be able to take advantage of compared to stocks, which have at best 1 advantage, and they have all of these other disadvantages that I talked about earlier. So again, it's up to you. You can invest in real estate and stocks. I personally invest 100% in real estate. I'm diversified through different types of real estate and different business lines within real estate. I find my returns in real estate are so much better. It's a no-brainer. I don't even want to think about investing in stocks. There's no reason for me to do that. But again, it's up to you. It's your money. It's your hard-earned money that you've accumulated through whatever means. So if you want to put it in the bank and that makes you feel good, it's up to you. You're going to be losing money over time. If you want to put it in stocks, it's up to you. You're going to be maybe making a decent return, and you're not going to get wealthy, and just hope that the money is worth more 20 years from now when you're ready to retire or when you're ready to withdraw some of that money. But the best way to do this, let me tell you, is real estate. You're going to have so many advantages here that you're going to actually be able to build wealth. You're going to actually be able to make money. If you get enough cash flow going, you can retire early and use that cash flow to live on while the real estate is making you money in other ways. So again, to me, it's a no-brainer. Don't think about stocks. Don't even consider a bank account. Do real estate. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any important videos in the Frequently Asked Questions series, as well as our overall YouTube channel where we post great informational content on a regular basis.